We're looking at the first official gameplay for Madden 16. This was shown tonight to us from EA Sports. This is the Draft Champions mode. I was able to see the draft. It's not included in the video that I'm posting now, but it was pretty cool. I actually really do like that Draft Champions mode. But here's the gameplay now using the team that he drafted. And he has Chip Kelly's playbook, so he's running with the Eagles offense. So let's see if we see anything new with this playbook. I watched very little of this video, just bits and pieces as I screen captured it. So this is pretty much my live reactions. Whatever I see, I'm going to let it be known. It doesn't really look much different than Madden 15 other than the camera view. And this seems like a camera view that can be turned off. I don't really like the camera view too much, to be honest. But I don't think this is the default camera view. So as long as we could turn it off and use the regular, standard Madden view, we'll be good. So he has Tannehill on offense running with the Eagles playbook. He has Jordy Nelson. I forgot what other receiver he got, but it was a legendary receiver. So he does have good receivers. All the plays look pretty similar. I see some 0-1 traps, some inside zones. Hoping to find some new plays in this Eagles book. I'm sure they added something different. This is the camera view that I'm talking about. Here's an auto motion. He's going to be on a slanted curl, and he threw the ball down, I believe, with a possession catch. Seems like that's going to be the big thing, is going for an aggressive catch, a possession catch, or the rack catch. Here we're looking at a new gang tackle. That was a pretty nice three-way tackle. All right, let's see if we see any new plays here. I could barely see. What play is he going to? Is he going to go to that spot? He's going to the shot plays, which is new to Madden 16, and that's plays that automatically have like one or two receivers, either a running back or a tight end, blocked, and then everyone else going deep, or just in general, a vertical deep pass with a blocking scheme. So it's a max protection going deep. Plays that have been added, and let's see how this works as he takes a shot deep, holding the aggressive. Oh my god. That seemed like a phase catch to me. We got to see that replay. Jordy Nelson, 6'3". I'm not sure who his corner is. Let's see this. On one-on-one coverage, just straight mossed him. Now, the only good thing I could say about this is that the corner did jump up with him, and he could have knocked that ball out if it was a better corner. Remember, this is the Draft Champions mode, so that corner might have been only like a 70 overall, and Jordy Nelson's like an 86 overall. That's one of his cards he drafted. We just got to see how overpowered that aggressive catch is, because he got up nice. It was a really nice jump animation, but, I mean, if you're going to catch it every time in single coverage, that's not going to be good. So here the ball is close to the red zone, or they just skipped it. I don't know what just happened, but now it's on the 6-yard line, and let's see what he does. If he runs the ball, here's an offset play in Philly. It's a pass play. He's going with the fade to the outside right with the aggressive catch. So that was a nice animation right there. That's something that is probably going to be done, is fades in the end zone, the back of the end zone. That was double covered, so it didn't work. I'm sure single covered, you could be able to get that. It seems to me like the aggressive catch, when you press that, it turns the receiver around almost like a rocket catch. So it's kind of like you don't even have to click on to user and rocket catch the ball. It seems like when you hold Y or triangle on PS4, the aggressive catch is kind of like a rocket catch. Here I remember he goes to the running back, and that angle route was pretty quick. So it's going to be a harder route to hit against zone since it goes quick, but I bet if that was man coverage, the way that he broke on that, the way that he cut, that's going to be a really good route, again, to beat man coverage. So that was the first drive, and not bad. Not too many differences than Madden 15. I haven't seen any really wide receiver to defensive back interactions to where the ball was knocked down. The one time that he did throw it up, Jordy Nelson caught it, so I'm interested to see more of that. So that was the first drive. You see with the field goal, the rules changed in real life. They implemented it into Madden 16. If you kick an extra point, you're going to be spotted. The ball is going to be spotted at the 15, so it's going to be a 32 or a 33-yard kick. If you go for 2, it's going to be the same. I don't really think that has much of an effect on the Madden game, because typically a 32 or 33-yarder is essentially automatic for anyone that plays Madden decently enough. Now, on defense, we have the Chiefs in a pistol set, and he's going to throw to the flats with a bullet pass down. I guess that's the possession catch, and that was pretty nice. That's going to be something to see, is all the different combinations that you could do. You would have to typically assume that an aggressive catch would work best if you throw the ball up. A possession catch would work best if you throw the ball down, but I want to see what happens if you throw a high pass with the left analog stick, but also do a possession catch. Is that a different animation? I'm not positive yet, but that's definitely something I'm going to check out, is what if you throw a bullet pass down on a streak and do the aggressive catch? Is that going to be a different animation? Now, going back to the gameplay, we just seen at a single back bunch, our opponent throwing the angle route. That's the second time that trail route was used, and it looks good. Like, that's definitely going to be a Madden 16 route that you could use. That was against zone, and it worked. Looks like it's going to work against man because he does break nicely when he goes from the outside back to inside. I'm curious to see more of that DB to wide receiver interactions deep down the field. Hopefully we see more of that. We're on defense now. So did we catch any plays that our opponent's in? Our opponent's in a I form. I really can't stand this angle, this camera angle. Play action looks pretty nice. And here's a shot deep. Oh shit, that was nice. That was nice. I can't see if that was Patrick Peterson, but you could clearly see that he clicked on and held Y, I guess, the aggressive, or the play ball feature, I'm sorry, and he swatted it, and then the safety also reacted and got the pick. Are we watching this again? All right, let's see. Yeah, that looks like Peterson. Number 21 goes for the, see, Madden 15, that doesn't happen. First of all, both the corner and the safety went up for the ball, and they played the play ball, so that means that you're either going for the pick or the swat. Peterson got the swat. The safety also went up and got the tipped pick. So that's multiplayer animations and interactions going up for the ball. That's interesting. That tells me right there that if you're in like a two-man under, or if you double team a receiver, they're not going to catch it deep, unless maybe it's like Calvin Johnson. I do still want to see single coverage and to see, hopefully it's not overpowered. It looks like he's taking a shot here. And oh God. Again, that's like it's a really nice animation. Like the game, I just don't know how overpowered that is, but that was nice. Again, this is in draft champions mode, so the corner that's on the right side, he might be a bum, and that's Joe Horn from the Saints. That's a legendary player that he picked. Plus, that's the computer, so we don't know. Maybe if it's a user versus user and you click on and you play the receiver, if the receiver is taller than your corner, you click on, you play the receiver, and he just knocks the ball out or knocks the receiver out instead of going for the pick. But as of now, we didn't see enough. We don't have enough gameplay footage to make that judgment. Hopefully by tomorrow, with E3, people could actually play the games. Hopefully they record it and post it on YouTube so we could see more gameplay to see actually how this game really is shaped up with the different camera angles. This right now is probably played on either Pro or Rookie. So I would like to see some gameplay of all Madden or all Pro at least. There, right there, you're seeing that the corner, that was a cover 2 shell on the left, and that was a curl. The corner played the receiver, and he made him drop it. So that was nice to see. Let's check if he takes another shot deep here on third down, and if he does come up with it. Jordy Nelson is his guy, 6'3", and it's a too high safety look, so this could be a two-man under. So let's see if he gets it on that. Maybe it's a cover 2, I'm not sure, but he streaked the outside left guy. Yep, he threw to him. Single coverage. Now, see, those are pretty nice animations. They really are some nice animations, and the defensive back made him drop it. So that's good. That's what we want to see right there. One-on-one, he went for the aggressive catch. It's known fact that they stated that if you go for the aggressive catch, you're going to have less of a chance to come down with the ball, but you're going to make a play. So if he would have went possession catch, maybe he wouldn't have jumped as high. Maybe it could have been a pick, but if he gets his hands on the ball, it would have had a better chance of being a catch. So it seems like right now, to combat a face catching, not face catching, but one of those high jump animations, jetpack animations, whatever you want to call it, if they go for the aggressive catch, the way to combat that, unless you have a really good playmaking corner, there's not that many in the NFL, But if you have a regular corner, you need to play the receiver if they go for the aggressive catch, because you have less of a chance of catching the ball with the aggressive catch. You have more of a chance of making them drop the pass if you go for the play the receiver. So that's the battle right there of air supremacy. That you can clearly see that. Unless you have Richard Sherman. If you have Richard Sherman one-on-one with Jordy Nelson, they're the same height. Again, sorry to interrupt, but right there, another drop pass. And the aggressive catch looked just like a rocket catch. That looked like a rocket catch curl. And that was a really nice jump animation. But thankfully, the ball was knocked out. Look, he pressed aggressive. He turns his back. And he dropped it. So that's got to be the play. Just play the receiver. Unless you have Antonio Cromartie, Patrick Peterson, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, anyone that's tall with high jump, with high spectacular catch. If you don't have that, like even Darrelle Revis, I am not going to go for the pick with him. I'm playing the receiver. He's a physical corner that he's probably going to knock the ball out. Well, if it's a safety, say you're playing a cover 2 zone, that could be a good scheme, playing cover 2 zone and then just playing the receiver if they throw it up. That safety should have some big hitting abilities. He should knock the ball out. Something I want to address with this Madden 16 game is I know that a penalty is coming up soon. I remember seeing that when I screen captured. Yeah, see, flags and penalties, that's going to be a big deal in Madden 16. They really boosted that up. So you're going to see a lot more offensive interference calls, defensive pass interference calls, holdings on the offensive line, on the corners, encroachment penalties. I'm all for any type of penalty that was called because you as the user did something wrong. But the fact that we have to worry about the computer doing random crap and your offensive lineman going offsides and getting holding calls like 4 times a game, that might kill Madden. So that right there I'm worried about. So hopefully that's structured in a way where it's not that many per game, hopefully. That for sure, 150% is the thing I'm worried about the most with this game. Each player literally has a penalty rating in the rosters. So if you have a guy who commits penalties a lot in real life, he's going to commit penalties in this game. There's nothing you could do. And that might decide the team that you use. If you have an offensive lineman that constantly goes off sides or constantly gets holding calls called on them, that right there is huge. If it's 2nd and 7 and you get a holding call, then it's 3rd and 17. 3rd and 17 is not going to be easy to get. That's the only thing I really don't like is the battle of the penalties, especially if you have no control over a lot of them. Because whoever gets the most penalties called on them has a way less chance of winning. Back to the gameplay though, you see the Philly playbook in action. Nothing really new that I noticed, but that 2-back set is still in there with all the motions. That's going to be just as good. Well, I don't know about just as good, but it should be good in Madden 16 like it was in Madden 15. Here comes a shot, and oh man, Jordy Nelson the god, bro. We found the glitch. Just get yourself a Jordy Nelson, and you'll be good. I can't wait to see 2 really good players playing and the real DB versus wide receiver interactions of both people clicking on and seeing how the face catch or just high-powered jump catches are against defensive backs that are also going up for the ball. And I want to see it with a really good receiver against a really good defensive back and the odds of coming down with that catch one-on-one. Hopefully someone posts that video. That would be a great video to show anyone at E3 if you're watching this and you get a chance to play the game tomorrow. If you could go in practice mode with a good receiver and a good corner and just throw up, 10 streaks and see how much you could come down with it while holding the aggressive catch. And that's going to be the biggest adjustment to anyone that was playing all the past Maddens to this one is the rack catch, the possession catch, and the aggressive catch. Not only are you picking the way you want to throw to your receiver, either a high catch, a over the shoulder back throw catch, down catch, and then once you throw it, now you have to press either if you want a rack catch, possession catch, or aggressive catch. So it's an extra button combo. So say you're doing a, for an aggressive catch and you're throwing deep, it's going to be easy. So like say you throw a streak to B or circle on PS4, easily you could click on and hold Y. But say it's like a slant. If you're going to throw a slant and say it's like to triangle or Y, you're going to throw to Y and then you have to quickly press the rack catch to catch it in stride, or the possession catch to make sure you don't get hit and you catch it. And that's quick though. Like a slant, you throw it, you catch it right away. So that's something that I'm kind of confused and curious to see how that's going to work with the shorter intermediate routes. But that's going to be it for now, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed our first take and look on the first ever Madden 16 gameplay. Remember, take this with a grain of salt that this was Draft Champions mode. It might have been played on Rookie, so the game probably plays different on All Pro and All Madden. Wait until you see more gameplay footage, especially tomorrow, as people will be playing at E3 and posting gameplay footages. We're going to keep the Madden 16 content going. Make sure you stay tuned and keep checking out our Madden YouTube channel, Madden Daily. Subscribe if you're new. And if you want us to keep making these great Madden 16 videos for you guys, hit that like button. And until next time, it's lights out from MaddenDaily.com. Later, fellas.